Hello plant community, thanks for tuning to this channel. My name is Pam, and today you guys, we are going to do a quick investigation with one of my Monstera Deliciosas. If you're interested in repottings and checking out to see where a plant went awry, this is the video that you want to see, and you definitely don't want to miss this one. Okay, so really quick, you guys, if I probably separated my big Monstera Deliciosa, and big only in regards to multiple stems. I believe it had like 4 stems in the pot, and I wanted to separate them, and I believe I gave 2 to a friend, and I kept 2. Now, both of the 2 that I've kept, you guys, I have growing in my dining room, literally almost in similar type of situations. The other one is doing quite well. She's doing fine. But the one that I'm about to show you guys, something is going on with her, and I need to take a look and see. So yeah, so let's just dive right into it. But first, before we actually get into this particular thing, I did want to make a mention, because I do realize that a lot of us do not be looking at the community post, but I did put something in the community post where I talked a little bit about underrated plants. Y'all know I've recently just did a video of underrated plants, or plants that I felt was underrated that I had in my collection, and I shared with you guys about like 5. And I think I spoke to one of y'all, and you kind of like gave me an idea, and I just wanted to get some feedback from you guys, and if any of you out there would be interested in actually doing this so that I can create a video. I just thought it would be a good idea, fun idea for us to, as a plant community, to share some plants in our collection that we feel is underrated. Because what's underrated may be in Maryland may not be an underrated plant in, let's say, another country or even another state. So if you're interested in that, you feel like you have some plants in your collection that is beautiful nonetheless, but definitely underrated, you don't see a lot of people talking about the plant, by all means, I'm going to put my email address down below, you guys, and you can send me an email and probably whatever photos of your plants, and I would love to do a video about that. I think that would be so cool. We can actually compare. The only thing that I ask is that you just provide me where you're at, because then that's a good comparison for us to actually see, oh wow, over here this plant is underrated, but it isn't here, so I think that would be cool. Drop a comment, let me know what your thoughts is about that. But again, if you send the information to my email, just the photos of the plants that you feel is underrated in your collection as well, and just what part of the world you're growing them in, and I will do a combination of it and do a fun, I feel like it would be a fun video. So yeah, so anyway, back to this video right now. This right here, and I think I went wrong with her. I don't know. I clearly I went wrong with her. I don't know. She's just looking very depleted, like she's not getting any nutrients or anything like that. She also has, I can't lift her up, but maybe I'll show you guys when we take a deep dive. But her actual stem part is shriveled a little bit. So something is going on with the roots, and I feel like it's actually going to be my fault. You see, and then this leaf right here, she's not getting something. And also this wood stick, you guys, is not in here stable. So I think I may actually have to take it out. And I'm also smelling something going on. So I don't know if that's, I don't know. I don't know if it's root rot or if I will be able to save her. I really don't know. So I'm just going to take her out of the soil, and we can just take a look and see exactly what's going on. But yeah, let me just change the angle of the camera so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at. So let's go. Okay guys, so this is the best angle I feel like I can get for you guys to actually see what's going on. But as you can see, she looks not really good at all. You see the leaves are just shriveled. So we're going to just pull her out of here and see what's really going on. And she's going to really come out. And I feel like this is actually, yeah, look at this stick. I mean, I don't even think I'm going to use this stick anymore. So, remember I used it as a decorative piece. I don't know, I feel like, is it? I don't know. It actually feels like it's getting soft right here. So, yeah, it's soft. So I don't think I'm going to use this anymore. It was fun while it lasted. Now, let's see. And the soil also stayed wet. I'm going to tell you where I think I went wrong with this plant, you guys. Okay. Yeah, she is just too moist. Yeah, I think, y'all see this? I think, yeah, this is mushy. Oh man, so definitely, as I was suspecting, some form of rotting going on. And I think this is where it went wrong for me, you guys. I think I went and put her into this big pot because my other one that I have is in a smaller pot than this. But at the time, yeah, you see that? I think at the time, her root system could have been a little bit more, I don't know, vast in this, but it's not even, it's just, look at this. It's just so wet. I don't even think it was, wow. Yeah, I'm definitely throwing this soil, all of it away. I'm going to have to, yeah, this thing is rot. Look at that. Just completely rotted out. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to have to cut her and try to start her root system over again. I figured something was going on, you guys, but honestly, I was just procrastinating. So let me get my, what is this? Some kind of, what is it? I don't even know. Is that root mealies? Look, you guys. Is that? I don't even know. You see that? Could be root mealies as well, or fungus because it's wet. Yeah, I did not do this plant a service. Let me try to get some shears, and I should have got some shears so I could just cut away all of this completely rotten away, and we'll just go from there. So hang tight. Okay, so we're back. I have my little sanitized shears, and I'm just really just cutting away. I mean, all of this is just completely gone. This one feels viable to a certain extent. Let me cut away the ones that I know for certain are goners. I'm just gonna, because it's really mushy up here, but I think I'm gonna probably, yeah, I might just cut, I think that's what I'm gonna do, cut this all together. It's white, so, you know, that's a good indicator that it's not far gone. But this right here, you guys, was completely my fault. What I should have did, and you know, hindsight is always 20/20, right? Yeah. What I should have did with this is actually, I should have put her in a chunkier mix than what I have right here. Now, granted, I have a lot of perlite and orchid bark, but I don't think this mix is as airy as the one that I have growing. The other one that I have. The other one, I remember I use a lot of cocoa chips. And me cut this off. Yeah, a lot of cocoa chips, and she's, like I said, she's doing fine. So I think, I don't know. I just think that I underestimated the size of the pot. Even though, you know, Monsteras, their roots are robust, I still have to keep in mind of the root to pot ratio, and I don't think I took it for granted, and so I'm paying for it. So it's not like it's I don't smell it, you know, it doesn't stink or anything like that. I don't trust this one. I think these other ones feel very firm, but for me, for this one, let me put my mind at ease. I'm just going to cut all the way up to about right here. And I'm definitely cutting this one off altogether. And let's see. I feel like, well, I made all these cuts. There's a growing eye down here. I don't want to cut starting of a growing eye. I don't know if I should cut below, cut this off. Probably not. What I need to do is probably just rinse this off. So I'm going to put her down. And now I just need to get rid of the soil. And I'll show you guys what I'm going to do next, what I'm thinking about doing. Let's see if I can. Oh. I was looking at, guys, I thought I saw like bugs or something in there, but it's just me playing tricks on myself. So I'm actually just going to throw it all away, the mesh and everything. I'm not even keeping any of it. Yeah, it's like, y'all see that? I don't even know. It's like, looked like it was white stuff of some kind growing in here. So it could have been some form of like a fungus, mold, beginning stages of mold. And once again, like I said, completely my fault. I should have just put her in a much smaller pot than this pot. It was too wide and definitely too deep for her root system. And honestly, you guys, even the one that's doing well in my dining room right now, neither one of these plants has grown leaves. And I kind of expected that to happen when I separated them, because it was such a abrasive separation, till I know that at that point the plant is going to focus on just reestablishing its root system. And I was okay with that, because that was the reason why I separated them to begin with, because like I said, it had four plants was in the pot, and you know, they're monstrous. So I would not have had the space to accommodate the size, and it was really growing rapidly. So I'm kind of glad that it slowed it. You know, this soil, the roots on the plant did not stink, but this soil really stinks. So definitely getting out of the house here with this. So what I want to do, you guys, is just rinse off the roots real quick, and then we'll come back and I'll let you know what I'm thinking about doing with this. So let me just rinse this out really quickly, and I'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, so I'm back, and I did rinse what's left of the roots off, and also rinsed off the leaves as well, because you never know. I didn't see any pests on the leaves itself, but I'm cleaning it, and my thought is to actually put it in this water vessel that I have right here. Right here is just some lukewarm water, and what I think I'm going to do to try to establish the roots See, I'm peeling that off. I don't know really. I really don't know how much water is in here. If I had to judge, I would say maybe about 8 cups of water, give or take. And so what I'm going to do is I'm definitely putting hydrogen peroxide in the water solution. I think they always say 1/4 of whatever the parts is. And like I said, I don't know how many cups of water is actually in this thing. I'm only guessing maybe about um, 8 cups. And I'm just going to put a cup of hydrogen peroxide in the water. I think that'll be fine. And I'm also going to be using Super Thrive. Super Thrive is, of course, is Foliage Pro, so to speak, but it also helps with your root system. I'm making a mess. And, oh, yep. And I'm just going to put about a cap full, because you don't know. I'm eyeballing this right here, you guys, because really you don't need a whole lot of Super Thrive when you are putting this in your water. I think it's like a couple of droplets like per gallon of water. So I definitely put a lot in here, but I don't know. Will this work or whatever? I don't know, but this is just a preventative thing that I'm doing. And so let me see if I can get her in here. I may have to, yeah, and I don't know. So I may fill her up a little bit more to get right here, but I don't know. I think this might actually just be fine. I might just play it out and see how it goes. But let me change the camera angle and we can just talk a little bit, close this thing out. Okay, so this is how she's looking, and this is how she's growing right now, or surviving more or less. My takeaway from this, honestly, you guys, no matter how big the plant is, or even if it's a monstera and they're known for having those big, thick roots, is I still have to be mindful of the root to pot ratio. I have to be mindful of how much energy the plant is actually using. Now, granted, when I separated them, it was outside. It was still kind of somewhat warm. Now we're in like almost like a dormancy period. It was a lot of soil in that pot. Probably was not as airy as it should have been for that root system. Also, I should have not used that size of a pot. So again, I'm learning a lesson from this right here. So only thing I can do at this point, you guys, is just try my best to reestablish her roots. I'm going to have her sitting, even though, you know, I got to say, and it's a shame, I wish I had some, I don't have any more hydroponic materials such as Leca or Pond. So I really probably would have put her in this vessel in that if I had it. But I'm working with what I do have. And what I have now is just the water Super Thrive and hydrogen peroxide. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let it sit here. And I don't know if the camera picked up, but this is outside. You could just tell, let me just pull out the water real quick, that she wasn't getting something because of the leaf curl. But also, let me see if I can show y'all a close-up of what I was talking about earlier. If you see how it's so shriveled up right here, she wasn't getting anything at all, and because of that, it was depleting. Now, the cool part about it is, as I can just see right here, there's multiple points. You see those? And right here as well, there's multiple like little points of growing eyes. So I do feel like she will be able to bounce back. And if in the meantime, she will be just a decorative, somewhat piece on my dining room table. I think it does look good. And hopefully I'll just keep an eye on the root system as well as her leaf action, and hopefully not too many of the rest of her leaves won't start doing these brown tips that you see here. Yeah, so very quick video, you guys. Thanks for coming along. I will provide you updates in regards to this. More than likely, I probably will put either I'm gonna start trying to use my, I don't use it as often as I should, I think, in my personal opinion. But I think I also wasn't doing it, you guys, is because I don't think a lot of people visit there. So I don't know if I'll be able to reach all of y'all. But I think I'm gonna start doing a little bit more of putting information on my community posts. And I probably will provide updates to let you know how she's doing, or if I'm seeing roots growing or something along those lines, if these leaves eventually start unfurling. So I will provide updates to you guys regarding this. Thank you so much for coming along. I did learn something out of this. I don't know if you guys learned anything. Probably learned not to be like me in regards to potting up the Monstera in a big pot. But if you was able to pull something away to further along your plant journey, then this video was worth it. But anyway, you guys, just keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do, and you love listening to planting things, definitely subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Continuously push those thumbs up, you guys. Keep pushing them up. They have definitely been helping my channel reach different people, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying my best to grow this channel, and I can't do it without you guys' support, kind words, everything that you guys have been doing. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. But anyway, enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.